Hey everybody, Ben Frederickson here alongside Stu Durando for a new episode of Billikens Beat. Here to talk a little bubble ball. The Billikens are surging here at an important part of the season, and they're starting to pop up in some of that bracket talk. We'll get into where they stand on that bubble or if they're on it yet here in a minute. But Stu, I wanted to ask you this. They've won 6 games in a row. They've won 3 road games in a row. And it's all started after that loss to UMass. You think there's something that Travis Ford changed that really launched this team?
Well, I think for one, he kind of gathered the troops and lit into them after that game and kind of let them know what needed to be done and how they needed to change and improve. But coming out the next game, Travis put Fred Thatch in the starting lineup, and they haven't lost since 6 games in a row. Now, whether that, he has had a major impact, there's no doubt about it, because the guy does so many different things. He can score, he can rebound, he plays great defense at times. And, he may not necessarily do all of those things in the same game, but he brings, 1, 2, 3 things every game that help in little ways, necessarily don't show up in the box score that help the team.
We talk a lot about Uri Collins, who's having an awesome season. Martin Linson is healthy and really has good chemistry going as well. But Thatch is that glue guy. We've heard Ford say that, and he seems to be showing it in a lot of different ways. This is a confident team that is fully motivated. We've heard them talk a lot about how motivated they are to prove that they can be a great team without Javonte Perkins. And I think they've convinced themselves, whether it's true or not, Stu, that nobody gave them a chance after Javonte went down. So that's kind of their narrative here. And it's starting to turn some heads. You mentioned 6 wins in a row. They got 8 regular season games left. Where do they stand in terms of bubble discussion? Are they on the bubble, or are they one step off of it trying to get on?
They're probably still trying to get on, but they're definitely starting to pop up in discussions. Joe Lenardi has listed them. Everyone pays attention to Joe. And once you show up on his list, people get excited. So they're starting to push their way in. They had a lot of ground to make up after they lost those 3 games at home, losing the big leads in December against UAB, Belmont, and Auburn. And you get, if you had one of those back, you'd be in a lot better position. But yeah, so they've had to make up ground, and that's why this winning streak is so key. Travis Ford said before the conference season that it might take kind of a gaudy conference record to get back into contention for an at-large berth. And right now at 8-2, they're in position to build a very outstanding, not just a run-of-the-mill conference record, but something maybe in the top 2. They have a shot at the conference regular season championship still. Those are the types of things that are going to turn heads and make people look at you.
They still have the A-10 tournament as well, where they could have that 3rd meeting with Dayton. They broke their 5-game losing streak to Dayton. Could be bragging rights up for grabs in that game if they were to meet again in the A-10 tournament. But they're in the best spot you can be in, which is where your whole season is in front of you and you kind of control your own destiny. So the Billikens have overcome a lot this season, and here they are playing their most important basketball and their best basketball at the same time. So that's good for Travis Ford. We'll keep it locked with the Billikens coverage at stltoday.com. Follow Stu and all of his coverage there, and we'll have that and more videos here rolling forward as the season comes down the home stretch. For Stu, I'm Ben. We'll talk to you next time.